Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a hot minute again. Just had a lot of stuff going on last week. It's been an interesting week. My one outdoor kitty died last week. And then I'm doing this video in honor of my brother's girlfriend who passed away last week. And she was always a big supporter of my channel. She watched all my videos, and I know she was always watching. And so it's been kind of a rough week. And so I'd love to do a makeup look that I saw on her Facebook page. And I loved it. I thought she looked beautiful, and I want to make sure it's okay with my brother, and I'll include a quick picture of her right here. So this is in honor of you, Paige. I just put a bandana on. I think it's super cute. And I also have on she loved The Legend of Zelda. And so this is my little navy necklace that actually my brother got me years and years ago. So I'm wearing it for her. And I have on a Breath of the Wild. How can I kind of show this? Do you see? Is that? Yeah. It's a Breath of the Wild t-shirt. So here we go. It's basically what she was wearing to seem like really, oh, what did I do? See, I can't ever keep anything on my head. It just, it never works. So it's just it was like very clean, glowy skin, neutral eyes, and just a very pretty lip. And I kind of did something similar a while back, and I'd actually love to revisit it because I loved it so much. So for this, let us use, I think I'd like to use this Infallible Pro Glow by L'Oreal. It's 202 Creamy Natural, and I think I like it. It's probably a little bit too dark, but whatever. So I'm just going to be applying that. I'll be right back. So as you can tell, this is a little bit yellow. It's a little bit dark for my skin because this is what it should be matching. But it's not. But I don't care because the coverage is so pretty. I love that stuff. A lot of people don't like using this Infallible thing because they test on animals. I love animals, but I love this foundation. I'm sorry. It's just a thing. Do you guys see this? And it's not like clinging to all of like these dry patches. Usually most foundations for me do that. So I appreciate that it doesn't. What I also got was, I was waiting for a long time to be able to afford this. It's the Makeup Forever Professional Matte Velvet Skin. It's like a foundation powder creamy thing. I love this. It comes with like this little spongy thing. It's like it's hard to explain. It's like a powder, but it's not. I just like going over it. It's supposed to be like pore minimizing, so I like to pat it right here because I think most of the time you can see my pores like on my nose and right here. So this stuff, and I've used it a few times. I just wish it was like a better application, you know, besides this thing. But it seems to really just like hide all the imperfections in your skin. And I'm just going to take that right up into my eyes. Oh, man. Yeah, this thing I think is like $40-something. So it's been in my Sephora cart for legit close to a year. And I just, see, I'm being like, do you see how flawless this is? Oh, I love it. Oh man. And I know it doesn't match my neck, but I don't care. That's who I am. Alright. I love it, and oh, look at the mirror. It's a nice mirror. And also, and then, so like So like 2 weeks ago I didn't upload. I was all set to, right? Or 3 weeks ago, I forget. And then my stuff stopped working. Well, like I wasn't able to see like my monitor. It wasn't like mirroring the image, and I have like this connector thing, and I was like, oh, it must be the connector. And then I changed everything. I got a new connector and it still didn't work. So I'm like, oh crap. Is it like my TV that I like attach it to so I can see what I'm doing, you know? And then, so I tried it just now. I was all ready to film this and it still didn't work. And I'm like, does this have to do with something else? And then I realized that my iPad wasn't upgraded to the latest OS whatever. So I'm like, maybe that has something to do with it. So I did that, and then I plugged this in, and it still didn't work. So I'm like, crap, is it my TV then? Because that would really suck, but everything worked. And then I plugged it in, and I'm just staring, and it's not switching to, like, the input, to anything, doing nothing. And I just kept staring at it, and all of a sudden it worked. I'm like, okay. I also got, so you guys, I also got, where did it go? I got a new Brow Wiz, like I told you, brand new. It's like 20 bucks. And I got this in a different color than before, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, whenever I use the Brow Wiz, it comes off, it's a little on the reddish side for me. So this time I got Brow Wiz in medium brown. This seems to be more of like an ashy brown. It's kind of like the color that I need. In Paige's picture, they were very, very like chiseled, so these are gonna look nice. And I'm also gonna fill it in with a little bit of dip brow, because hers were very, very nicely done. She was really, really good at makeup. She's good at makeup. She loves Legend of Zelda. So I want to honor her, and I hope that she'll be proud, because I know that she would be watching this. This is where your faith comes in, and I know these things, so don't you worry. So I'm just going to be filling these in a little bit, making them a little bit more chiseled. I might go in with concealer just to make them perfect. I'll fast forward this. Hi. So that's the dip brow I did. So I have the slightly wrong color in the dip brow pomade. It's in soft brown, so it's a little bit more red, but then it's also mixed with this one, which is warm brown. I still don't know what color brown I am, but I think it's more warm brown. It's more of like an ashy tone, so you can kind of like tell. So then I just put some concealer under that just to chisel it out a little bit. And I like those. I think they look nice. So now for eyes, all I'm going to be doing is putting a little bit of my Laura Geller just in the crease. Just very, very simple, just to define it. Just create a little shape. That's all you need. Just a little shape. Oh God, I have like no clean brushes. Oh, you know what I'll use? My Anastasia ones that come in those palettes. I love these. So many people complain about these, like those aren't good brushes. I'm telling you they are. So I'm just gonna dip in, just be feathering, not too perfect. I just want little tiny color. Just nothing. Why does that look pink? Everything looks weird too on my screen. Like everything's changed after the update. I mean, technically I really like it, but it's different. It's different. And the screen is actually mirrored smaller too. I don't know why. So does this look a little pink or red to you? Because in my mirror, it's not. But in there, it looks like it is. Oh, Jesus. You know, once I gather up enough money, maybe from all the stock trading I'll be doing soon. You guys, battery day. Oh, man. It's coming up. I'm heavily invested in Tesla right now. Holy crap. I act like I have money to invest. And I don't all that much. I'm taking a risk, man. It's super fun. I have a whole bunch of stocks now. I have a portfolio. Who would have thunk it? All it took was a car accident to give me out of debt, which it did that, and then everything's fine now. I see my future a little bit brighter. Alright, is that I think this is a little bit heavier than how she had hers, but I'm just going, oh, see, then like the Jamie side of me is kicking in. You know, I just keep like going overboard. It's alright. I think she would like it. I think so. Now, I just want... I just want a little tiny bit of shimmer on the lid, so I'm gonna go in with this Tarte highlighter because it's too dark for like my skin tone. Like I don't think I would want to use that on my face, So I'm just gonna take some of that and just brush it right here. Yeah, just add a little tiny bit of shimmer. Just a little. I can't tell if it's translating to you guys, but I can see it. Whoa. Whoa, it smells like chocolate. Is it supposed to? Are Tarte's things one of those brands that smell like chocolate? Huh. I dig it. Ow! You guys know what else I got? So I ordered this. Oh, wait. Yes, okay. And then Paige did a little wing liner. It was really, really pretty. I hope this makes her proud. So I'm just going to go in with my tattoo liner by Kat Von D. Look at that fine tip. It was probably my favorite liner. I just don't like her as a brand, I guess you could say. So I'm just creating a small line above here, and I'm going to flick it out. I'll be right back. That one is not like the other one. Well, hooded eyelid strike again. So I like the way that one looks if I raise my eyes. I was trying to do them. See, look. Do you guys see what happens? You do that and it's all fine. I had to go way more up. Wonder how I could fix that. Wait, which one is that? This one? I have to go. So I had to go way up more. Well, for pictures, always stand like this. And then like look down. It's fine. I'm going to put on lashes anyways. No one's going to notice. Now, for mascara, this is my new favorite. Now, my one video where I was doing the look like Melania Trump for mascara, I was watching the video back and I loved how my eyelashes looked. And I didn't use fake lashes. And that was this one, the L'Oreal Voluminous in like carbon black. So this is usually my favorite. I found one that basically rivals it, they're like basically equal. This is the IT Cosmetics Superhero one. I know I had mentioned it before, but I got the full-size one from Sephora, and I love it. So I'm gonna apply this. Oh man, and I love how long the wand is. It's real long. That's what I need. I hate short little wands. I hate this mascara by Tarte, and this packaging is so bulky. This fits your hand nicely. You can twirl it nicely. It's nice and long, and it's like instant. And I technically have like dried. Did you guys see that already? It's like super good, and it basically reminds me of the voluminous one. It actually just seems to be a skosh better, and I never thought I'd find that. The price point is a little bit different. This is still not... Oh, it just flicked. It flicked on me. Well, wait till it dries. This one I think was more like $20. But I just knew because I got a trial size, and I tried it, and I was like, ooh. Well, that is something. So now it's kind of sticking to the old mascara, so I didn't get it all off first. But this, it requires a lot less coats to create a very dramatic look. I'm not sure if they have other colors. They might. They might. I didn't put any color on the bottom here, just because I wanted it nice and simple. And then this is actually something that puts this one above the L'Oreal, is the ease of use for the bottom lashes. I have trouble applying that other mascara to my bottom lashes, and I don't know why. I don't know what it's due to. I don't know if it's the actual wand or just but do you see? It just works a lot easier for me. See? That's pretty. I almost don't need fake lashes. I almost don't want to. I think that's really pretty. It's pretty and dainty. Now, see how I just got a flick of mascara right there? So you wait till it dries, and then take one of these, the little spoolies for your eyebrows, and then you wait till it dries, and you just kind of go like that. You just kind of flick it off. Okay, so it wasn't fully dry. And then I got one here. Yep. And you just take it off. I actually think I'm gonna leave that like that. Maybe I'll do one more coat. I think that's really pretty. It's like demure. It's becoming chunky because I keep... Okay, so this is definitely one thing that I just noticed now. Definitely keeps flinging stuff. But I mean, you know, what do you want? It's mascara. Certain things are unavoidable. Just like when people are reviewing like eyeshadow, and they do this like dramatic review, and they go, there's fallout in the pan. So when you dip your brush into the pan, color goes like a little off. What do you think? You're dipping your brush into powder. It's gonna move. It's supposed to be coming off onto your brush. What? I don't understand people's crazy critiques of that kind of stuff. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But that's just me. And now I'm going to take this color. It's in Yogurt, the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. And I'm just going to apply that to my waterline. I should have done this first. And I didn't. But I forgot. But it's fine. I just want like a neutral color under there. Hey, yeah. You know what? I'm not going to do fake lashes. I think that's alright. Now I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to use the butter bronzer because it smells like coconut. It sure does. And for that, I don't want that chunky brush that I usually use. See, this one was advised. This is like for contour and stuff. But look how big that is. It's just, I understand why, but I still would like more precise brushes. Like this one. This is my Sigma. I love this one by Sigma. It's the F40. I just think it's like perfect for my face. That's just my opinion. If you don't like it, that's okay too. You don't have to like it. Why is everything translating as pink on my monitor? It's the weirdest thing. I can't explain it. And I'm not gonna go too heavy here. I just like a little tiny bit. I'm still not big into the heavy contouring fad that's out there. If it works for you, that's fine. Oh, I want to hear from my one subscriber. Fortune. Oh, you have the coolest name. I hope your date went well. I hope your makeup was beautiful. I'm sure it was. Oh, I'd love to see pictures of you guys. You know how you could share them with me? Oh my god, on Instagram. Can you like hashtag me or something? Sweet Jamie Lee. How can I be able to see what you guys do? I'd love that. Can you guys do that? Anybody that watches my videos, anybody. Hashtag me. I think. Is that a thing? I don't even know. I don't even know how this stuff works. But if you can, I'd love to see your makeup. Show me your best makeup. Doesn't even have to be inspired by me. I don't care. Just whatever makeup you like, whatever makeup makes you feel pretty. Yes. See, this is a classy look. Oh, I like that. I mean, except for the fact that I go like white to them. Whatever. It's fine. Now, highlight. You know what? Should I use the Ben Nye again? I want glowies and shimmeries in honor of Paige. Because she's glowing up in heaven. I know she is. I know she is. You can't tell me she's not. I'm just going to do this. You know what? I'm going to apply this with a slightly different brush. I'm going to use my Tweezerman. It's the pointed foundation brush. But I'm going to use it for highlight. Oh, yeah. Man, there's something about this stuff. This is pretty. It like melds into your skin. It's really hard to explain this. Ooh, I just got Donald J. Trump email. Trump 2020. Hey, I'm out of the closet now. I mean, everybody's always known. It's just YouTube-wise. I guess, like, everybody's afraid to say who they vote for, and oh my god, people. I don't care who you vote for. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't be scared. Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh, I want more. A little bit more. Oh. Yeah, this is definitely a cut above. Yeah. Than even like the Jacqueline one. I really do like the Jacqueline one, but this has always made me happier. and I use it sparingly only because I'm afraid of never being able to find it again. So I need to reserve this for my best moments. Now I'm just going to put a little bit inner corner. That always brightens it up. And there. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. And now, for the thing that popped out at me when I was looking at her picture, was this bright pink lipstick. It was so pretty. So I'm going to be using mine. This is, who's this by? Oh, Milani. This is by Milani. And it's in the color Matte Diva. Yeah, you are, in 63. We're going to go bright, man. Hey. So, this is probably a lot brighter than what I was thinking it would look. So I think in contrast, because everything else is just so plain, it just comes off very, very bright. But I love this look. I would go out like this. I'll wear this on my date. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to. I think that's really pretty. I think it's demure, but it's just so feminine, and I love it. And I hope this is in honor of you, Paige. I know you're watching this because you watch all my videos, and I know that she's looking down right now from heaven, and she's like, yes, that's good makeup. I know she is. And I guess the lesson learned, I think more people need to realize, is that appreciate the ones you love when they're here. Don't let a minute pass without telling somebody how you feel. Don't leave somebody like angry. Just be there. Life is way too short. And to Paige, her life was very, very much too short. But she was loved by so many people. And I went to the wake, and there were so many people there honoring her, and it was so nice. So many people. So she touched so many lives, and I've always thought that it's how you're remembered. You want to like leave this world, however, but being remembered well. Be a good person, make a difference in someone else's life, and it'll probably, in turn, it helps you, I think. So that's the takeaway, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope Paige is watching. Zelda, because she loves Zelda, and so do I. It's something we had in common, man. And makeup. Dude, come on. And I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments down below something that you want to see. I'd be more than happy. Do whatever. Just tell, what are you looking for? Do you need advice? Do you want advice? Do you need makeup tips? I can help you. And look at this thing. It's falling off. It won't stay on my head. I've never been able to get bandanas to stay on my head. It's just not a thing that can happen. Oh, look. Oh, look. I can stop. Oh. So until next time. Oh, remember to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And until next time, remember to be kind. Always be kind. Put some color in your world. And stay humble. Bye, guys.